Hey, Craig, are you not coming over today as well? You have the day off, right?
Oh, you mean my mom's place? Didn't I tell you already? I'm tired today, so I'll pass.
I get that, but still, your mom really wants to see you.
I don't feel like it. If I go, I'm just gonna end up being forced to help with caretaking, aren't I? I really can't do that kind of thing.
You can't do that kind of thing. Weren't you the one who suggested we take care of her ourselves in the first place? I've been wondering when you're gonna start helping out yourself too.
Yeah, that's true, but you've managed by yourself up until now, haven't you? So, isn't it fine?
That's not the problem. I have my part-time job too, so there are days I can't come. I'd be happy even if you just took over for me on those days.
Yeah, well, I have to work too. And besides, I don't know the first thing about caretaking. Wouldn't an amateur like me just get in the way?
I'm an amateur too, you know? Which is why I've worked hard to learn about all of this. Hey, why don't we learn about caretaking together on days we're both free?
Nah, no way. I know she needs help, but isn't two people overkill anyway? So there's really no need for me to get involved.
Like I already said, can't you just cover for me on days I can't come?
Doesn't a helper come by on those days? So there's nothing to worry about. Just think about it. Isn't taking care of her enough for me to not have to the least you can do?
Well, of course, I appreciate how hard you work at your job. But that's got nothing to do with this, right?
No. You don't understand. I'm talking about her inheritance.
Her inheritance? What's that got to do with anything?
Think about it. Say if she happens to pass away. As her son, I have a right to her inheritance, don't I? You're just my wife, so of course you're not entitled to anything.
Well, that goes without saying.
No, you really don't get it. As long as we're married, you're gonna benefit from my inheritance too. There are people that would marry me just for that, you know? So, don't you think you're pushing it? Nagging me to help out with caretaking?
What? You know your mom's still healthy. Don't you think talking about inheritance is a little insensitive?
Isn't it just a matter of time? Or are you saying you don't need any of the inheritance? Are you saying you want me to just spend it all on myself?
Well, obviously having more money would help us out, but it's too early to think about that. How do you think your mom would feel if she heard you talking about that now? You're so insensitive.
Yeah. My bad. I've apologized, so can you not get mad?
Forget apologizing. How about coming home to see your mom? Forget about caretaking for now. At least come and see her.
If I go over there, she'll just get mad if I don't help you. My mom's really scary when she's mad.
Could you stop being so childish? I know she's healthy now, but you realize it wouldn't be a surprise if something happened to her on one of these days. Don't tell me you would not regret seeing her at that point, okay?
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Well, anyway, good luck with the caretaking. I know it's tough, but I believe in you.
You're still not taking this seriously. I'm eating dinner here tonight, so take care of your own dinner yourself.
What a pain. Well, whatever. I'm going back to sleep. I'll leave my mom to you.
A week later.
You called me this afternoon, didn't you? I'm at work, so I couldn't answer. Is something up?
Oh, sorry. I have to talk to you about something. You finish work around this time, right? Can we talk when you get home?
Nope. I'm going for a drink after work today, so I'll be home late. But I have a little time now. If you have something to talk to me about, just say it now.
Really? Okay, will do. The thing is, you know the care worker who's been helping out with your mom? She said she'll be coming less often from next month.
What? Why?
I don't know the details. I just heard about it from your mom. I guess she's getting busier?
Ugh, that's such a pain. So what are we supposed to do?
About that, how about having your mom stay at a care home?
A care home? Like a retirement home?
Yeah, and I'm sure we can find another care to help out until she moves into a full-time home. But it wouldn't be a surprise if this kind of thing happens again, right? So we should probably find a home for her as soon as we can. Not to mention, it would really lighten my load too. What do you think?
There's no way that's happening. Why does she have to go to a care home?
Do you mind if I ask if there's a reason you're so against this? Is it because you'd miss your mom?
Of course not. It's not like I see her often now.
So why? You know your mom's basically living alone now. I can't be with her every day. And the helpers are going to come less often from now on. It would be a lot easier for your mom to live at a care home, in my opinion.
But, if we do that, we'll be losing inheritance money. Don't you have a problem with that too?
Wait a minute. That's the only reason you're against a care home? There's no other reason?
What do you mean the only reason? Is there anything more important? We're not going to be the ones paying for it. She'll pay for it herself, right?
Well, yeah. If she moves to a care home, she'll pay for it herself.
Exactly. And do you think those care homes are cheap?
I'm not sure. From what I've heard, they can get pretty expensive. It seems like there are cheaper places too. But you get what you pay for. So I think only the pricier places are going to have everything she'll need.
Right? Which is why it's off the table. Why should I have to sacrifice so much money for my mom when she already has one foot in the grave? Wouldn't it be better to keep the inheritance as big as we can?
Huh? Who cares about that right now? Do you understand your mom's condition? Isn't your mom more important to you than money?
Whatever condition she's in, no means no. Anyway, if the helper's coming by less often, can't you just take over?
If that was possible, I wouldn't be talking to you about this. I have my part-time job, and taking care of her can be pretty physically demanding too. I really can do more than I already do.
So it's simple. Just quit your part-time job and take care of my mom more.
Why do you think I'm working in the first place? We can't live on just your salary, can we? If I quit my job, that's your problem too, you know?
So how about finding another carer?
Well, that's one option, but your mom doesn't want one. But anyway, why aren't you suggesting helping out yourself? We wouldn't have to think about sending her to a care home that way, right?
Didn't I already say? I can't deal with caretaking.
So you won't help out yourself. But you also don't want to spend any money. Is this really the time to be selfish? All you do is complain.
Are you saying you're fine with losing inheritance money? I know I'm not.
It's not like you're losing it all. And even with it all, it's not enough to retire on or anything. You can live without it.
Oh my god. That's enough already. There's really no getting through to you. It was my mom who brought up this garbage about a care home, right? I'll just talk to her directly. I won't let her waste my inheritance.
Is inheritance the only thing you can think about? What's more important, your mom or your inheritance?
My inheritance, obviously.
Is that right? In that case, do as you please. I have nothing left to say.
Come on, cheer up. I won't let anything happen to the inheritance. So just relax and wait, okay?
That's not what I'm worried about. Anyway, you can take it from here. Good luck talking to your mom.
Just leave it to me.
A few days later. How did it go? Did you manage to talk to your mom?
I was on the phone with her just now, but it didn't really go well. Anyway, you're at my mom's place now, so you already know, don't you?
Obviously not. I wasn't listening in on the phone call. But from looking at your mom, I can guess what happened.
Ugh, what's wrong with her? It's not like I said anything wrong. Why does my mom have to be so stubborn?
If that's what you really think, don't you think you might be the problem?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's true that if you have it your way, the inheritance won't go down. But it's me and your mom whose lives are going to get harder for that to happen, isn't it?
We won't have to pay if you help out. So what's the problem?
What I'm saying is, rather than money, you're costing me years of my life and stress. Since you don't lift a finger, you might be fine with that, but I'm really not.
You know I was against even hiring a carer in the first place, right? It was just because you and my mom insisted that I agreed. This is how it should have been in the first place.
Who are you going to talk to? You haven't helped out once. Are you planning to help out from now?
That's not how I want to spend my precious days off. More importantly, could you try talking to my mom? Since you spend more time with her, it should be easy for you, right?
When is it gonna get through to you? I'm on her side. Anyway, why is it so hard for you to come help out? Are you saying I have to just take care of everything myself?
I guess it's not just my mom. You don't have a lot of empathy either, do you? Can't you try being a little more flexible? You're so hard-headed.
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
No. I'm just thinking about the future. Isn't that more important? The two of you are just thinking about what's easier now. That's why you don't seem to care about wasting money on care homes, right?
If you're so concerned about money for the future, how about you stop going out drinking? Rather than wasting time drinking on the weekends, you could help take care of your mom?
Well, then I'd have no days off. Why are you always just thinking about yourself? Think about me once in a while too, please.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm such a selfish wife.
See? You always get moody so easily. You should really work on that. If I wasn't such a nice husband, you'd be looking at a divorce. Sorry. I just got a message from my mom.
From your mom? It's not like you're gonna help her with anything. It would be just easier if she just messaged me directly.
Maybe it's something important. Well, I'll just read the message now.
So, what did she say?
Looks like she's finally coming around. She said she'll rethink all the nursing home stuff.
What? Really? I'm not doing any more than I already am, you know?
She said she'll talk to you about that directly. And while you're there, you can decide on getting the details of getting a carer or whatever. I have no intention of doing any caretaking. If I talk to her, she's not going to shut up about that stuff.
I see. Okay, I understand. In that case, I'll talk to her and work something out.
Please do. Whew, what a relief. Looks like my inheritance is safe.
That's your conclusion. Aren't you worried about anything else?
With the inheritance, our lives will get so much easier, you know? What could be more important than that? Well, I know it might be tough talking to her, but good luck. And keep up the good work caring for my mom. My inheritance is in your hands.
A week later.
Hey, I've just come to my mom's house. Why isn't she here?
Wow, you actually went to see her. How rare. What's with the change of heart?
My mom finally agreed with me about the care home stuff, right? So I thought I should be a good son and at least come say hi. By the way, you're not working today, are you? Why aren't you here?
You're asking why I'm not there? Because your mom told me to leave, that's why.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When I went by today, she just told me to leave. She said she doesn't need me looking after her anymore.
What the hell? Then where is she? It's not like she can leave the house without you.
If you want to know where your mom is, she's at the care home. So nothing to worry about, right?
What? Who said you could send her to a care home?
I didn't send her anywhere. Your mom found a care home and made all the arrangements herself. Well, with a little help from me. Don't you remember? I talked to her about what to do about her nursing care the other day, didn't I? If I'm remembering right, she asked for my help then.
Are you kidding me? You helped her? Do you know how much inheritance money you've cost us? Do you realize what you've done?
What are you talking about? You're the one who pushed her over the edge.
I did. What's that supposed to mean?
Do you not remember how much you disrespected your mom, thinking about nothing but your inheritance? Not to mention how awful you've been to me. With all that in mind, she made her decision.
Still, wasn't it your job to stop her? What were you thinking, you traitor? Be prepared when you get home. Don't think I'm letting you off the hook so easily.
I'm not going back to that house. So if you want to flip out, knock yourself out.
What do you mean you're not coming home?
I mean, I'm divorcing you. After I dropped off your mom, I left for my parents' house. Not before leaving the divorce papers in the living room, of course. Have you not seen them yet?
No, I haven't. Anyway, you think I'm gonna let you do that?
If you don't sign the papers, I'll just take you to court.
That's enough already. I've had it with you, just thinking about yourself. Anyway, where did divorce come from all of a sudden?
It's not all of a sudden. After how you've been treating me and your mom, after seeing that, I realized you really think about nothing but yourself.
Isn't the inheritance gonna be good for you too? Didn't you say it would be nice to have more money?
I said if we had money, it would be nice. But there are more important things than money, you know?
What are you trying to say?
Let's say if I happened to become bedridden before you, would you take care of me? You wouldn't, would you?
With the inheritance, we'll have enough money to deal with things like that, right? Why would I have to take care of you myself?
See what I mean? That's how it is in the end. You don't care what happens to me. You think you can just solve anything with money. There's no way I can stay with a guy like that for the rest of my life.
I still don't understand suddenly wanting a divorce over this. Aren't you being way too selfish?
That's rich coming from you. Your mom and I have been putting up with your selfish ways long enough. So at the very least, you can hear me out now. A spoilt brat like you can manage that much at least, right? After that, I got sick of waiting for Craig to sign the divorce papers, so I ended up taking him to court. And in the end, I was finally able to divorce him. I'm pretty happy with the result. Due to all the nursing care he forced me to do, I ended up getting a lot of alimony. On the other hand, Craig was pretty depressed from all the inheritance he lost, plus the money he lost in the divorce. He tried to visit his mom at the care home, but she refused his visits, which seemed to have gotten him even more depressed. It's too bad for Craig, but I'm confident that me and his mom chose the best possible care home for her. And because of that, there isn't much inheritance left over. I'm sure Craig will explode when he finds out, but I've decided not to tell him as a kind of final act of revenge from his mom and me.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down so we know to do better for next time. If you enjoyed yourself, consider subscribing. And if you really enjoyed yourself, maybe consider hitting that bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Thank you again. See you in the next one.